Two seconds there now. 1 minute there. Sorry.
Sam, we have to take your picture.
I will, yeah. Thanks,
Go on. I'll keep the stove on. You don't need to.
Shake.
Right, Sam? You're supposed to play quite bent here. I can see no quite bent. I think it should be slightly limit. Listen to me. Doesn't need to be. James, our chairs and our puzzles are there. That might definitely control everything.
Welcome to Ahiohll, sunny but breezy Ahiohll on the Saturday the 26th of September 2020 for the we're just listening to a
Number 2, Owen O'Sullivan. Number 3, Shane Patterson. Number 4, Conor O'Neill. Number 5, Jack Allen. Number 6, Conor O'Connell. Number 7, Hurling. Number 8, Peter Collins. Number 9, Seamus Crowley. Number 11, Kevin DeLay. Number 12, Patrick Crowley. Number 13, Donica Collins. Number 14, Owen O'Donovan. Number 15, Cahill Duggan. And the Kilbrittain team, number 1, Aaron Holland. Number 2, Sean Crowley. Number 3, Dara Considine. Number 4, Darren Buck. Number 5, James O'Donovan. Number 6, Sam Dewey. Number 7, Owen Byrne. Number 8, Ryan Lombard. Number 9, Seamus O'Sullivan. Number 10, Dara Hayes. Number 11, Eamon Lyons. Number 12, Dylan Tuig. Number 13, Kieran Byrne. Number 14, Keane O'Leary. Number 15, Patrick O'Mahony. And the referee today is Stephen Murphy. Please, ladies and gentlemen, we urge you to adhere to social distancing in line with government and health authority guidance at all times. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. The public announcement was calling out the teams. But welcome here to Ahiohll on a sunny evening in the end of September for this Junior B Hurling RCM Tarmac Academy sponsored championship final. We're just waiting for the two captains to go up for the toss. And I'll give you the Kilbrittain team: Aaron Holland, Sean Cowley, Darrell Considine, Darren Burke, James O'Donovan, Sam Dewey, centre back, and Owen Byrne, Ryan Lombard and Seamus Sullivan, centre field, Dara Hayes, Eamon Lyons, centre forward, and Dylan Tuig, Kieran Byrne, Keane O'Leary in the full forward position, and Patrick O'Mahony. And the Randal in goal, Patrick Lynch, number 2, Owen O'Sullivan, number 3, Shane Patterson, number 4, Conor O'Neill, 5, John Collins, 6, Conor O'Connell, 7, Gerald Lynch, 8, Peter Collins, 9, Seamus Cowley, 10, Sheridan Cowley. That'll prove difficult to pronounce. We have national anthem now, so we'll pause for that. And now I believe we're going to stand for a minute's silence in respect of Jimmy O'Mahony, who died from Newcestown J Club.
The first for Jimmy O'Mahony of Newcestown, long-serving rooney to the Newcestown Club and current vice president for the Carberry board. And also for David O'Neill of Captain Haven, uncle to Randal, Clare, Connor and Keane O'Neill. Their yesterday, their raise well honour.
And of course that minute silence was for predominantly for Jimmy O'Mahony, Newcestown, who died in the last couple of days. Newcestown stalwart and secretary for many years. Our sympathies to our sympathies to the New Sound J Club. And of course, this being the first adult race car final, I think, in the new Ahiohll pitch. They have a beautiful evening for it. We're ready to go. Stephen Murphy throwing in the ball. Eamon Lyons wins a free straight from the throw-in. Eamon Lyons is the captain of Kilbrittain today. Eamon scored 7 points in the first outing. They beat Gabriel Rangers 117 to 10 points in the first round. I think Aaron Feely got the goal that day, and Lindsay with 7 points. Patrick O'Mahony with the free, and Kilbrittain's first score after 35 seconds. Quick puck out. Dara Hayes wins a good ball. Good hand pass. Kieran Byrne has a look. A great ball across. Ryan Lombard. That's Kilbrittain with 2 points within a minute. Patrick Maney from a free, and before we could catch our breath, Ryan Lombard within 1 minute. The puck out. Patrick O'Mahony has a look up. A high ball into the sun, looking for Kieran Byrne. Kieran with a neat pick up, he has a look. Look to see what's available. Turns around, has another look, half blocked down. Conor O'Neill with the block down that time. Keane O'Leary after winning a good ball, is still in play. He's taking him on along the sideline, still going. Good shoulder outside. Kieran again. Half blocked down. Oh, Keane is still there himself. Randal Log clear their lines. Owen Byrne blocks it out. Still in play. Seamus Crowley for Randall picks it up. Loses it. Dylan Twig won a good ball off of Seamus Crowley. And Eamon Lyons with a wide ball. Good play by Dylan Tui there to rob Seamus Crowley from Randal. We'll apologise if it was slightly biased and we're slightly slow on the Randal names because the Randal commentator never turned up. Owen Byrne goes down, picks it up well. Nice hand pass onto Sam Dewey. Sam with plenty intermediate experience playing intermediate with the last couple of years. Gerald Lynch over to the back, Sean Crowley. That was a good out in front of his men. He's doing a long solo. Somebody help him out. The hand pass outside. Oh, a wide ball. That was a poor wide by Lindsay. That was a poor wide now. Now quick puck out again. Quick puck out over the line, Kilbrittain ball.
We're not keeping the time by any chance.
So 3 minutes gone here, and it's scoreboard is on, is it? It's Kilbrittain 2 points to Randal, no score. Did Ryan get the score at all? I'm being corrected, Ryan Lumbers was wide. Great cut. All the ways wide. All the ways out. Cut by Patrick O'Mahony. Kilbrittain dominating the early stages in this game. They're playing with the slight breeze. The slight breeze is slightly across the field. Into the Randal's goal. A free up for Randal Log. There doesn't seem to be any urgency about Randal Log to take this free. So Gerald Lynch is lining up to take the free. course, Kilbrittain haven't won the Junior B hurling since 1967. The last time they played in a Junior B final. Charlie Lynch with the free, straight and through, over the bar. Levelly up the scores. A point each. Ahiohll with the puck out. Oh, the ball just behind everybody. Free up for Randal's. Stephen Murphy's the referee from Bandon. Stephen originally from the Kingdom of Kerry, refereeing with Bandon over a few years. The linesman on the far side is David White, and I'm not unsure of the linesman on the near side. He might be a local man. Long free in by Joe Lynch. Batted out by Shawnee Crowley. Ahiohll. Oh. Darry Hayes on a run. Is it? Oh, it's line number again. He's got robbed. Joe Lynch across the field. Over the shed of Crowley. It's a bit scrappy. Sam Dewey's still there. Ball comes out. Patrick O'Mahony. Nice pick up. He has a look. Good ball in. Oh, Keane just misread his timing there and missed it. Back out to Patrick. Dropped it himself. Kevin Dooley with the ball. Into nowhere really. Sam Dewey is in control. Sam Lassett and Shadna Crowley. Out to Patrick Crowley. Has a look. Good ball over the bar. Randal take the lead. Just about 7 minutes. Good score from Patrick Crowley. Kilbrittain is small but slower on the puck outs. Ahiohll looking for his options. Fine high ball. Landing down top of M lines. Oh, good clearance for Randal's. And Sean Crowley might get to it first. He hasn't. Oh, good pick up by Randal's. There's nobody looking for it though. Wide ball. The player is looking for a score, but it's a wide ball. Nearly 8 minutes gone. And that was Patrick Crowley. He thought he'd score himself. Ahiohll with the puck out. Didn't twig stuck in it. Patrick O'Mahony. Shadna Crowley takes it away. Up towards Dunacut Collins, I think, has a look. Dunacut Collins over the bar. 3 points to 1. Dunacut Collins with a good score there. For Randal Óg. Last time Kilbrittain won this in 1967, they played Randal Ógs in the semi-final. It was a wet, mucky all night, by all accounts. Kilbrittain won well on the night, but of course it was Kilbrittain's first team who would regraded for 1967. Oh, the Kilbrittain lads messed up there. He threw them in for the same ball, but nobody called it. A good buy in by Kevin Delay. The Randal's man has it. Oh, he steps. He's pulled for steps. He's pulled for steps. Oh, not Donovan, I think. Pulled for steps. Ahiohll is coming out to take the free. Yeah, Owen O'Donovan tried to get around Darragh Considine there, but he was pulled for steps. Darragh Considine, the son of John Considine, of course, who was quarterback on the Cork Senior Hurling team in 1990. Back to the action. Kieran Byrne missed the ball there now, and but he has it back. Hand passed out. Patrick O'Mahony couldn't pick it up. Randal's come away with it. Looked like Seamus Crowley. Sam Dewey controlling. A low ball. Plenty time for Patrick. A high ball into the square. And it's the score. Patrick O'Mahony with Kilbrittain second score. After 10 minutes. Quick puck out again. To John Lynch. John another crossfield ball. To Seamus Crowley. Ball into the corner. Into Owen O'Donovan. Darragh Considine going out, marshalling him well. Steps again, I think, no. He takes a pot. A point this time. He's happy with the score this time, Owen O'Donovan. Makes it 4 points to 2, 11 minutes on the clock. As I was saying, John Considine, he was on cornerback on the Cork Senior Hurling team in 1990 when they famously won the double, which they celebrated mutedly, I suppose, this year because of the COVID restrictions. I'm sure if there was no restrictions we would have had a lot more publicity about it. Puck out from Aaron Holland. Ryan Lumber goes up forward, it evades both players. Conor O'Connell, I think, up the wing, but there's nobody there. Sam Dewey. Good ball inside. That's a bit uncertain, but it was a good score. A good score. Who was it? Cian O'Leary, way out with the wing. Brings it back to a point. Kilbrittain 3, Randal's 4. Good score by Cian O'Leary there. The umpires had a look at each other, but of course the sun is in their eyes. Ryan Lombard, slow to pick it up. The pass out. Eamon lines the captain. Bad wide. That was a bad wide by Eamon. Of course, Eamon affectionately known as Teabags due to his surname, Lyons. Good ball across from Randal's. Conor O'Connell up to Donncha Collins. Oh, hand pass in. Nice score over the bar. Easily done. Kilbrittain a bit loose in the marking there on the half back line. Good score there by Donncha Collins. Tipping it back to 5 points to 3. Oh, they misread the puck out. Was that number 10, Shedna Crowley, was it? Back in there and Holland's under it. Ball out to James O'Donovan. James wins the free. James wins the free. There was a wild hurley there by the Randal's men. You want to be careful of that. Is that number 9? James Crowley, is it? Aaron Holland comes out to take the free here. We'll see where this goes now. Teabag makes the one. Aaron is well capable of putting this over from this range with this breeze. Fine high ball into the square. They're all lucky up. Will the sun catch him? Cian O'Leary goes up. Nobody has control of it yet. Randal's come out. Conor O'Neill out over for a sideline. Of course, there's no cloud in the sky here on a beautiful Ahiohll evening, so the high ball like that is going to catch every fella looking up into the sky, into the sun. And that ball evaded everybody. Patrick O'Mahony now with the sideline ball. Great cut by Patrick. Is it going to go wide? Hold it in. Oh, Randal takes it. Comes out very quick. Ryan Lombard playing well midfield. Oh, commentator's curse as he gives it away. Oh, but he makes a mins and he blocked down, a good block down by Ryan. He's working very hard there in the middle of the field. Randal's breakaway though. Man is unmarked on the far side. Ball in again to Ono Donovan is going to elude him. No, so he's kept it in play. Dara Considine wins it back. Dara Considine wins the free. Dara Considine playing well enough there in the full back line. And Ahiohll to take the free. In the run up to today's final, Kilbrittain beat Carberry Rangers in the first round. They beat O'Donovan Ross in the semi-final. Randal ground the attack now again. O'Donovan, he has a look, settles himself and puts it over the bar. That makes it Randal 6. Water break. 15 minutes water break. Water break for a minute. So that was O'Donovan, I think. So at the first water break is Kilbrittain 3 points, Randal log 6. Kilbrittain did all the early running for the first few minutes, but Randals have settled down and have taken control of the game to an extent. Kilbrittain beat Carberry Rangers in the first round, 117 to 10 points. They've lost a couple of players to the intermediate team since. They beat O'Donovan Ross in the semi-final, 112 to 110. They actually played Randalls earlier in the league before the COVID situation, and they beat him by 6 points. But of course, we can't. That has no bearing on today's game because Kilbrittain would have lost a lot of players to intermediate since. Speaking of intermediate, the intermediate hurlers are playing Castlemartyr tomorrow, Sunday the 27th, in Parkering at 4 o'clock. I will wish them the best of luck. Randalls here this evening are going for the Junior B double, West Cork. They're in both Junior B finals, hurling and football. They've won 9 West Corks in Junior B, and they reached 2 county finals, or they reached 4 county finals, and they've won 2 in 1992 and 2000. They last held the West Cork in 2017. On their path to the final, they beat O'Donovan Ross in the first round, 210 to 13 points. And in the semi-final, they beat Barry's second team, 220 to 210. So scoring 4 goals in their path to the final. With no goal scoring chances here today yet. And Kilbrittain only scoring 2 on their path to the final. Kilbrittain last winning this in 1967 in a team that included the likes of Liam Ryan, Frank O'Brien, Johnny Kehan. Back to the action here. Eamon Lyons, good hand pass, gets it back, has a look. Oh, that's going to go all the ways, I'd say. That's a great score. Good score from Eamon Lyons. Right on the resumption after the water break. That'll settle Kilbrittain back down now again. Quick puck out again from Randalls. They're playing the far side a lot. It's difficult for the commentator to see the numbers on their backs. They're breaking through there. Here's a man outside him. Oh, the pass went astray. Kilbrittain are back in numbers. James O'Donovan is fighting hard for it and he's breaking out with it. And he wins a free. James O'Donovan wins a free. James is very solid there. James in the wing back position is playing very solid. It's the second free in a matter of minutes.
Get out to the side.
Ahiohll is out again for the free. And sends it long. Down towards Kieran Byrne. Batted out by Conor O'Neill. Dylan Tuig is taking it on. Oh, Randall's deal with it okay. He's still in play. He's surely gone now. No, it's a line ball. Oh, it's 65. The umpire has his hand up. It's a 65 inside. It was very close, alright, and so it is out for 65. Patrick O'Mahony will line up and take this ball. Getting back to 1967, Kilbrittain had the likes of Sean Collins, Mick Madden, Liam Ryan Fancy buying Johnny Kane, as I said, John Madden, Barry O'Sullivan, all these guys. They were coached by Joe Holland at the time. Patrick O'Mahony with the free here now. That looks like it's on its way. Makes it 5 points to 6.
Come on, that's up tight now.
It's just about 18 minutes on the clock. Patrick Lynch in the goal, takes his time this time. Puck out. Oh, it's straight through to Patrick O'Mahony. He has a look. Almost blocked down. That's gonna go wide, I'd say. Yeah, just about wide.
Unlock it, come on. Keep bringing the puck out.
Patrick Lynch with the puck out over the far side of the field. We have Kevin DeLay.
Well done.
Ball is breaking, going forward for Randal's. Still going forward. But you have Owen Byrne. We have his Salabay Owen. Down to Teabags, takes on his man, he's in his high ball in top of Cian O'Leary. Oh, he catches it well. If you can get around him now and have a look. He has a look. That's a great score for Cian O'Leary.
Well done, lads, well done.
A great score by Cian O'Leary to level the game. 6 points apiece, 19 minutes. Or thereabouts. Lindsay back to Dylan Truig, blocked down. Hand pass to Lindsay. Oh, he bundled out of it. Jar Lynch cleans it up for Randal's, but only as far as, watch your back, only as far as Sam Dewey. Sam goes on a bit of a solo. Passes it out to Ryan Lombard, the free. There's a Hurley, stray Hurley. Randal's give you a few soft frees. Patrick O'Mahony will, or Patrick O'Mahony should deal with these all day. In 67, actually, Kilbrittain were just after regrading from Junior B. They beat Corsi Wolves in the first round. That would have been Corsi's second team. They beat Ballyhobwell in the second round, and they actually met Randal in the semi-final in 1967 as Patrick O'Mahony hits this ball and hits it wide. They beat Randal in the semi-final 6-2 to 2 points, and that was in a wet, mucky 1st of October. We're very close to the 1st of October here, but it's a fine sunny day in Ahiohll. There's a bit of a breeze across the field. The flag is flying fairly well. The Randal's clear up the field. Looking for Owen O'Donovan. The ball is gone out for Randal's line ball.
Come on, lad, pick him up.
And again, it's difficult to see who's actually taking the line ball. Ball went in a bit low. That was Owen O'Donovan, I think. He puts it over the bar. 21 minutes gone. Randal's retained to lead 7 points to 6. Good score from Owen O'Donovan. That's his third point of the evening. Aaron Holland with the puck out. Jar Lynch has blocked that down. And Eamon Lyons, Kilbrittain captain, gives away a silly free. He acknowledges it straight away though. Kilbrittain went along in 67 to win the final by beating Tim League side in the final. Yeah. 7-13 to a point. Most of the Tim League players had played for Kilbrittain at some stage in the previous years because Tim League didn't have a club at the time. Back to the action here, and Jar Lynch sends over the free. Lads make you run inside. Jar hits a long ball. He's going to drop short, drop into the square. Kilbrittain seem to deal with it. James O'Donovan push you out. Eamon Lyons is back there, help you out. Down to Patrick O'Mahony.
Great ball.
Great ball inside. Keane O'Leary's under it. He's having a right old tussle with Shane Patterson. Ball comes out and Randal's come away with it. One of you. Eamon Lyons tussling over the inside line, and it's a Kilbrittain ball.
Well done, Eamon.
Kilbrittain ball.
Out front, lad.
Short line ball to James O'Donovan. He sends in a high one. It breaks kindly for the Randal Oak back line. Back out to. Oh, Kilbrittain get a free. Kilbrittain won a free. Patrick Manny takes over to take the free. We won't curse him this time. One notable note in the history books from the 1967 final. Except for a few flare-ups, the game was played in good sporting fashion, but the attention paid to Frank O'Brien and Johnny Cahane was something beyond pardon. The GA can feel indebted to these two players that their patience and endurance held out against such provocation. Patrick sends another one in wide. Kilbrittain are going to bring in a sub. Kieran Murphy is coming in for Kieran Byrne. It's 6 minutes to half time. I suppose it's time to acknowledge the sponsors of this live streaming, which include Aidan O'Connell, Liam Ryan, H&H Premier Construction, Sentinel Security, and Kilbrittain win a free. James O'Donovan is winning a lot of frees there in the half-back line. Back to the sponsors: Sentinel Security, Jimmy O'Sullivan Engineering, Jim Hurley, Dennis, Con Healy, and John Hickey. We'd like to sincerely thank all those for sponsoring the live streaming here in a glorious Ahiohll, and again tomorrow in Park Ring for the county semi-final between Kilbrittain and Castlemartyr in intermediate hurling. It's a long ball over Patrick O'Mahony. He's a bit far out for him, but he lends it in. A square ball, I think, was it? Referee blow for a square ball. So Patrick Lynch now will take the free. Hit it into the sun. Kilbrittain will be facing a strong sun in the second half. Patrick Crowley wins a good ball. Back to Peter Collins. Out to space. Owen O'Donovan has gone out for it. Randal's pass inside. He has a look. Shadna Crowley. Back out again. He has a look. This time it's wide. Left and wide. Most of Randal's scores have actually come from that side, but in this occasion it was wide. Kilbrittain on the attack here, and he overcarries. As a substitute, I think, was a Kieran Murphy overcarried. Jesus, Randal's there to bring in that out a bit from where the free was to get away with it. Stephen Murphy had his back turned to that. Good ball by Randal's. Shadna Crowley, good ball in on top of Dara Considine. And Owen O'Donovan gets it in a goal. A goal for Owen O'Donovan. They stole a few metres on the free initially. The ball up to Shadna Crowley, hit a high ball in top of Darragh Considine, and Owen O'Donovan. On this occasion, Owen O'Donovan got the better of Darragh Considine and rattled it back in the net to make it 176 points with 3 minutes to the break. Well, the Kilbrittain backline were slow to deal with this one. And Randal's out with their tails up. Possibly overplaying it. Another hand pass out. Seamus Crowley. James O'Donovan breaks forward. Pass the center. Another free. James is winning a lot of frees back there. But Kilbrittain was slow to deal with that high ball coming in that time on top of Darragh Considine, who's been playing very well before that. Kilbrittain haven't scored now since the 19th minute. Would want to score now before half time. The free drop shots, there's nobody there. For Kilbrittain, Cian O'Leary, that's coming out. Oh, put your man off. Shane Patterson was put off that time. He hits out for a line ball for Kilbrittain.
Come on!
Seamus O'Sullivan putting this ball down to take it. Seamus is still the minor. Good cut. Knocked out by Peter Collins. Peter Collins goes on the solo. Hand pass out. Shadna Crowley. Into Owen O'Donovan. He takes it up. Darragh Considine stays goal side. Puts him under pressure. Ball is dropping short. Randal has come out for it. Couldn't be well to not give away a free. It's a bit scrappy or keep it coming away with it. No, Randal's are still going. Still holding on. Step surely ref. Plays it out. Shadna Crowley. The ball is dropping short again. Sean Crowley goes for it. Oh no, O'Donovan got to stick to it. I thought Sean Crowley got it there, but no, Owen O'Donovan got to stick to it. Another goal, just 2 goals in the space of a couple of minutes. Owen O'Donovan second. As the half-time approaches. Kilbrittain didn't deal with that very well. And there it is, half-time right on the button, 30 minutes. And half-time here at Ahiohll in this RCM Tarmac Adam sponsored Junior B Hurling Championship final. Randal Ogre in the lead, 2 goals and 7 points to 6 points.
They turn you off there and give you a break before second.
Your attention please, ladies and gentlemen. We urge you to please continue to social distance in line with government and health authority guidance. A few results from around the county today, elsewhere. In the Premier Senior Hurling Championship semi-final, Blackrock defeated UCC on a scoreline of 326 to 34 points. That was after extra time. In the Premier Intermediate Football Championship semi-final, Knocknagree defeated Newmarket 15 points to 14. In the Lower Intermediate Hurling Championship semi-final, Russell Rovers defeated St. Catherine's 115 to 13 points. And just to note that later tonight you have Glen Rovers versus Aaron's Own in the Premier Senior Hurling Championship, and that is being streamed on the Irish Examiner streams. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, one final notice before the second half begins. No spectators are allowed to enter the pitch at any time today. The trophy presentation will be visible from the bank. Please adhere to this guidance.
I have two in the green bag. You're looking for a space fish, was it?
Welcome back to Ahiohll for the second half. It's about to get underway. Just to remind everybody, Randal are winning on a scoreline of 2 goals and 7 points to 6 points, with Ahiohll O'Donovan for Randal scoring 2 goals within the space of a couple of minutes just before half time. Kilbrittain got the better start, and Randal's came back into the game. Were leading at the first break, 6 points to 3 at the water break, and have really taken control of this game since. A big shout out to Kilbrittain club legend Dan O'Connell, who's watching the match live in some hostelry somewhere. Hello, Dan. Right, back to the action. Kilbrittain never free. Ahiohll is coming out to take it. Don't think there was any changes at half time from either side. If there was from Randal, I won't be able to tell you at the moment. Free up to Emma Lyons. First touch is knocked to Grist. Shadna Crowley at Randal. Down the line in the far side. Ahiohll O'Donovan. It gets around Darragh Considine this time. He's bearing in on goal. Sean Crowley half blocked down. The ball is still in the danger zone, and the Randal's man has it. He's just inside the large area. So he wins a free. A penalty. It's a penalty. He was just inside the large area. This will be a very bad start for Kilbrittain. Randals are deciding who'll take the game or take the penalty. Ahiohll in goal for this. Ahiohll was had experience playing with the intermediate team last year in the same position. Ahiohll, of course, still only, correct me if I'm wrong, 18 or 19. Is he still minor? Probably not at this stage. Son of the late Micheál Holland. Oh, great save by Ahiohll. And a free out. That's a great boost now to Kilbrittain. A great save by Ahiohll. The penalty taken by Shadna Crowley. Good save, fairly sorry by Ahiohll. That'll give Kilbrittain fierce enthusiasm now, and they win a free in good scoreable position. Emma Lyons puts it down for Patrick O'Mahony to take. So Shadna Crowley, took the penalty there. If Randal had scored that, you could nearly wrap it up at that stage, 10 points, but they didn't. So the game is still on for Kilbrittain. All they need to do is get a few scores on the board. They're playing into a strong sun now at this stage though, and the temperatures have dropped slightly. It's a cool evening. Patrick hits it over just inside the right hand post. It looked as if it was going to trail, but no, a good score from Patrick O'Mahony. So that makes it Randal's 2-7 to Kilbrittain 7 points. 3 minutes gone, the puck out. Well, Randal's win it. Seamus Crowley has a look himself. Wide ball.
Come on, Kilbrittain, let's go back up here.
Seamus Crowley midfield. Kilbrittain would want to win their own puck outs now. There's a lot of movement in the half-hour line.
Come on, up and up.
But it's uncontested. Emma Lyons wins the ball. Oh, around his neck, ref. Around his neck. That should be a free. But anyway, Kilbrittain get away with it. Still going on a solo. Still going. Hits it in. It's dealt with by the Randal's full back. Back out again to Kilbrittain. Has a look. Hits it in across the goal. Wide ball. Who hit that? The Kieran Murphy. I think Kieran Murphy with a wide ball. And Kilbrittain needed a score. Puck out by Patrick Lynch. Down over James O'Donovan's head. James gets down over the ball. And he comes away with it. And he wins a free. James is winning frees all day. And he's being provoked small, but he's doing well to hold his head. The Randal's fellas are getting a small bit annoyed with him. Every ball that comes his way, he's winning the free. Aaron Holland out for the free. Sends in a high ball. A bunchy of small bit up. Nobody called for that one. It's a lot of players inside there. You can't see the ball. Randal's come away with it. Hand pass out. I think Conor O'Connell. Down the field. Donegal Collins. Oh, he makes space for himself. Here's a look. It's dropping over the bar. Donegal Collins, I think, with the score there. Well done, Dunny, I heard there, so it's probably Donegal Collins. Aaron Holland now with the puck out. 2-8 to 7 points. 5 minutes on the clock, nearly 6. High ball. Royal Lombard is. He evades him. Out to Darragh Hayes. Sends it in. Half block down, half block back. Patrick O'Mahony. Good score by Patrick O'Mahony from play.
Come on, lads, come on, back down there again.
So it's 288 points. Good score by Patrick O'Mahony that time. Shedner Crowley has a bit of time. It's a crossfield ball. Oh, well done, well caught by the Rangers men. Seamus Crowley, I think, well blocked down. Eoin Byrne, one's a solid player. High ball in. Oh, O'Donovan, he gets in behind. Takes a shot. Oh, just over the bar. O'Donovan, that's his 4th point. He's after scoring 2-4. 7 minutes into the second half. Kilbrittain, of course, got to the final this last year. They played Bantry in the final. After regrading from Junior A, this being Kilbrittain's second team, of course, who would have played at Junior A level since the late 60s. Bantry beat Kilbrittain last year 219 to 112. And Tim Foley, the son of legendary Mark Foley of Cork Hurling fame, scored 1-9 that day. Practically beat Kilbrittain on his own. Patrick O'Mahony now with a free. About 30-35 yards out into the sun. All the ways, I think. Good score. It's Patrick's 3rd point of the second half. Second from a free. 8 minutes on the clock. I know it's 2-9 to 9 points. Randal's keeping the 2 goals ahead. Kilbrittain are putting up a few points, but they need a goal before the game is out, I feel. Good ball in again to O'Donovan. He wins it. It looks like he threw it. The referee says play on. Oh, the referee. He's after calling the white ball. The Randal support weren't happy with that. But maybe a bit of justice for the alleged throw. Sean Crowley with the clearance. Down to Patrick O'Mahony, he controls it, loses control. Ryan Lombard got control out to Patrick O'Mahony. Puts it on his hurley, he's having a look. Was that a chop? It was a chop. The ref blows for a free. Randalls will rue a few of those soft frees as the game goes on. If Patrick keeps on target. But Kilbrittain, as I said, probably need to score a goal at this stage. This time is ticking away, 9 minutes into the second half. It's 9 points to 2-9. And make that 10 points to 2-9. Patrick O'Mahony with a free. Quick puck out, won by Kilbrittain. Cian O'Leary is playing out around the midfield. Ryan Lombard over to Sam Dewey. Sam goes on a run. Sam, of course, was playing intermediate last year, so he's great experience. Oh, he dropped the ball. Commentator's curse. Stay with him, Sam. Stay with him, Sam. Hook him. Charlie Crowley gets in a hurry. Ahead of Cahill Duggan. Tidies it up. James O'Donovan takes the shoulder. And he'll drive it long. But there's no, is there people there? There is. Oh, Randal's almost cleared it. Oh, good. Ahiohll Lyons was out to go into the full forward line after winning a good free. If we can keep putting these over, it wouldn't look like they're making a substitution. Oisin Dewey, he's a big man. Looks like he's ready to be brought into getting his instructions from Ross Cashman and David Desmond. Two men who have served Kilbrittain well over the years. Of course, Ross is still playing with the intermediates tomorrow. We wish them the best of luck again in the quarter-final against Castlemartyr, 4 o'clock in Packaging. David Desmond hasn't played this year due to injury, but he's heavily involved. He was a selector with the manager with the footballers and the selector here today. So Patrick Manny with the free, closer to goal, straight in front of the goal. Surely won't miss that. Good score. That's 11 points to 2-9. So it's Dara Hayes, Oisin Dewey in straight swap for Dara Hayes is in wing forward. Oisin, another potential great talent a few years ago, but a few hand injuries curtailed his development. You can see he's wearing a glove in his left hand. A big strong man though. Sean Crowley reads this well. Get down over it. Make sure. Nice little ball. Oh! Ryan Lombard didn't deal with that very well, but he got the block in. Got the block. Cian O'Leary was out to move out to midfield in the swap with Ahiohll Lyons. Kilbrittain walking hard there around the middle. Seamus Crowley for Randal's. Seems to be taking a lot of steps. He's still going. How many times has he held it? But Dara Consign, a great clearance. Up to Ahiohll Lyons. He wins it down. Makes space for himself. Has a look. That's a great score. A great score for Kilbrittain. Dara Consign won a great ball inside there. Great ball into Ahiohll Lyons, who won his own ball. Ahiohll Lyons on the go now at the moment. He made room for himself and put over a great score. So now it reads 2-9 to 12 points. All of a sudden it's back to a 3-point game. A goal now would do wonders for Kilbrittain. The referees walk into the umpire for some reason. I didn't see what happened there. So we'll see what he'll do. "12 minutes gone in the second half." Kilbrittain have come well back into the game after scoring 6 points in the second half already. So this reads Randal's 2-9 to 12 points. A red card. A red card. What happened there? Something must have happened off the ball, and Randal's are down to 14 men with 13 minutes of the second half. Now Kilbrittain have a chance, but as we've often seen before, the team with the 14 men often do better than the team with 15. So hopefully now Kilbrittain will be able to deal with the extra men themselves and play the men in the right spot. Oh, well done. Because good balling by Patrick O'Mahony. But it's not dealt with. Randalls are trying to get rid of it. Oh, they win a free. Ahiohll Lyons wins another free. Oh, did he get fouled on the line, on the ball? The referee was there. Referee has his book out again. Is he going to throw the ball? He's going to throw the ball. There was a retaliation by Eamon. Randal's tried to come away with it. But Kilbrittain win it back. No, Randal's have it again. Clear, but there's an extra man here. Kilbrittain have an extra man in the half back line. Sam Dewey. Plenty time. He has plenty time to do what he wants to do with it. Not the best ball. But Dylan Twig has a look. It's a high ball in. It's gone over for a wide ball. Kilbrittain would want to be a bit cuter. Kilbrittain would want to be a bit cuter. We're almost at the water break in the second half. The score is 9 to 12 points. Kilbrittain are 3 points down. Patrick Lynch with the puck out. Is it a water break? It is a water break. So time to thank our sponsors. The sponsors of the live streams today in Ahiohll and tomorrow in Park Ewing, Aidan O'Connell, Liam Ryan, H&H Premier Construction, Sentinel Security, Jimmy O'Sullivan Engineering, Jim Hurley, Dennis. I wonder who that Dennis is. Con Healy and John Hickey. We'd like to thank them all for their contribution. Obviously the live streaming is a costly affair, and in this strange times with the COVID situation, fundraising is of greater importance than ever. And obviously with lower lotto ticket sales, etc., for obvious reasons, every little helps, and we'd like to thank all these people for their contribution to this weekend's streaming. So it's Aidan O'Connell, Liam Ryan, H&H Premier Construction, Sentinel Security, Jimmy O'Sullivan Engineering, Jim Hurley, Dennis, Con Healy and John Hickey. I'd like to say hello to everyone watching on the live streaming wherever you are all over the world. I know there's people watching from Sydney, Vancouver, even Killarglen down in Kerry, and as close as Keelamila here in Ahiohll. So we'll say hello to everybody. It's still a fine sunny evening here in Ahiohll. The sun has gone down low. Randals might use that to their advantage. It's getting a bit chilly too, of course. Temperatures have changed there during the week. We're a fine autumn evening. Fine chilly autumn evening, but it's dry and there's no puff of wind. The wind has died, the flag has died. And of course the flag at half-mast again for the late Jimmy O'Mahony. Incidentally, when Kilbrittain won this in 1967, Jimmy O'Mahony became the secretary of Noosastown J Club, which he officially still held the position up until his death. Even though he hasn't hugely active in the last couple of years. He was vice chairman of the Southwest Board in 1990, and had it not been the unfortunate incident that he had an accident, he had every intention of becoming chairman, but due to the accident he never did. He was a club delegate to the Westcott Board until recent years. A very genuine J-man, a good man to deal with, to organise fixtures down through the years. The puck out from Patrick Lynch, one by Kilbrittain, one by Ryan Lombard. Kilbrittain are pushing up the field, but Randals are tearing into two. They know now that they're a man down, they're under pressure, but they have to play cute. They're after bringing, it looks like Orno Donovan out around the middle of the field. After scoring 2-4 already. Cahill Duggan with the ball in a sharp one. Aaron Holland deals with it well, has a look out. Oh, but a bad ball. Orno Donovan, it bounces past Orno Donovan. Dylan Twig goes down his knees and picks it up and breaks away with it. A good hand pass to Patrick O'Mahony. Patrick gathers, turns, puts on his hurley. He has a look up. It's dropping a bit short. If somebody doubles on it, Patrick Lynch deals with it, or has it gone yet? Emmeline's inside there. The goalie looks as if he's lying on it. What's happening? Nobody's sure what's happening. But Randals were in a desperate attempt to clear the ball. There's a Randall man down roaring. Whatever happened to him inside there. I don't think there was any foul stroke, but there's a few nooses sounds as I. There was a few Randall fellas fairly annoyed inside there. The referee is having a chat with his umpires. The linesman's after coming in to sort things out. Or to calm things down maybe. Kilbrittain be better off to walk away from that now. Randal low under a bit of pressure now, and Kilbrittain be better off to walk away from it and play the game. I never started my watch. So we're about 2 minutes after the break. Unfortunately, I never started my watch after the break, so we'll be having an approximate time from now on to have a long chat inside. Well, the Randal's man is being attended to. Who's he calling? Who's he calling? Is it Oisin Dewey? He's calling over Oisin Dewey. Oisin, who's not long on the field. We'll see now what will happen. A straight red, was it? A straight red to Oisin Dewey. He must have pulled on your man inside in the melee. It wasn't very clear cut. But the referee did have a long chat with his umpires. Oisin is not sure what's he being sent off for. But Randal's man is still on the ground. This will be give us a fairly decent stoppage now at this stage. So we'll thank our sponsors now as we have the opportunity again. Aidan O'Connell, Liam Ryan, H&H Premier Construction, Sentinel Security, Jimmy O'Sullivan Engineering, Jim Hurley, Dennis, Con Healy and John Hickey, who all contributed to sponsorship for the live streaming on YouTube tonight and tomorrow for the semi-final of the Intermediate Hurling, Kilbrittain and Castlemartyr, which will be live streamed from Parkering at 4 o'clock. Incidentally, the other semi-final was on today. Catrins were playing Russell Rovers at 3 p.m. in Killa, and the other semi-final of the Intermediate Hurling, and Russell Rovers won that on a scoreline of 115 to St. Catherine's 13 points. Apparently St. Catherine's didn't score a lot in the second half. It was a lot closer earlier in the game. And Russell Rovers, of course, not long after coming up from junior hurling themselves, the intermediate. So they had something to prove. Often you'd see teams who get up in their first year get to a final, and that seems to be what's happening on this occasion. Of course, Kilbrittain have played Russell Rovers in the round robin series already in this competition, and they played a draw. So Russell Rovers shouldn't, well, of course, if Kilbrittain get to the final, Russell Rovers shouldn't frighten them in any way. So it's tomorrow, semi-final in Parkering. Kilbrittain are playing Castlemartyr, who are well fancied in the semi-final at 4 o'clock. Of course, both sides, Kilbrittain's both sides, first and second team, are coached this year by Jamie Wall. Jamie took over the coaching on a 2, if not 3-year deal, and his intentions are to win the county this year or next year. Long stoppage now breaks the momentum in the game. Randal are still in the lead, 2-9 to 12 points. Of course, this being the first West Cork final at adult level for the new Ahiohll pitch, which is in fantastic condition altogether. And tomorrow, Sunday, the Junior A West Cork hurling final, the RCM Clon McAdam sponsored Junior A hurling final, Clonakilty and St Mary's, is on a 3:30 in Ahiohll. Whether that's being streamed or not, I honestly couldn't tell you. So the referee was after forgetting that he had blown for throw ball. So there's a good 5 or 6 minutes there. We'll see how much time we'll put on at the end. Randal come away at the break. They'll be fired up now after that. Two lads in a tangle, James O'Donovan. But Randal's break through along the far sideline. It's a ball into the middle. Dealt well by Darragh Considine. Good ball. Did someone say Mickloy? Is Mickloy after coming on? Cian O'Leary is a judge throwing the ball. Something that's been drilled into fellas for years. Make sure and hand pass properly. The referee will blow every time if he thinks it's a throw. And that's on that occasion he thought Cian threw it. So Randal's have a free. To be see now how the Kilbrittain backline deal with the high ball in with the sun. Conor O'Connell with the free. Dropping short. Kilbrittain surely will bring it out. Sam Dewey played full back for the intermediates last couple of years, so he's plenty experience back there. Bad ball though. Owen O'Donovan. Patrick O'Mahony got it away from Owen O'Donovan. Patrick O'Mahony breaks out, has a look. Oh, he hits it low. Ryan Lombard. Pass to Owen Byrne, is it? But the ball breaks down. And Shedna Crowley picks it up. Hits it across the field. Over to Seamus Crowley. He loses it back to Sam Dewey. He just 4 players around him. Where are the Kilbrittain players? It looks like the Randals have the extra men on that occasion. Owen Byrne breaks away with it. It was a great ball. Cian O'Leary tries to win it. And Ciara Murphy stuck inside there too. Randals are coming out with it. But he was barging. Seamus Crowley barging. A free in for Kilbrittain. Patrick O'Mahony is in a bit of a rush to take this one. There's been no score now in a while, and we had that long stoppage. Scoreline is reading 2-9 to 12 points. If he puts this over, it'll put 2 points between the teams. And he makes no mistake. So now the scoreline is Randal's 2-9, Kilbrittain 13 points. Sam Dewey wins a good ball from Shedna Crowley. He's breaking through. Hand pass out to Patrick O'Mahony. A low ball in. Ciara Murphy doesn't cut to it. Randal's clear lines. Owen O'Donovan. Ryan Lombard. Hand passed out. So on Dewey, I think. Just hanging. The ball is hanging. Oh, it's gone across the front of the goal. Patrick Lynch should get to that. He does. Hand passed out. Ball is cleared back down the field. Oh, the referee blows for a free out. Aaron Holland out the free. Remember, there should be a good 4 or 5 minutes of injury time in this one. Eamon Lyons tried to hold off his men. Randal's clear the lines again. James O'Donovan gets down over the ball. He's coming up to Kilbrittain, Ryan Lombard. Wins a good ball. Good hand pass to Sam Dewey. Sam goes on a run. Out to Eamon Lyons. Controls with one hand on the hurley. Has a look inside. That's going to to the left and wide. That was a bad chance. A bad miss at this late stage in the game. With about 2 or 3 minutes of normal time left.
Come on, let's back up again.
I've just been told that my niece down in Kerry can't understand how I'm talking on the television. She can't see me. But anyway, back to the action. Patrick O'Mahony. Nice ball in. Oh, it evades everybody. There's 2 Randal fellas get to it though. Keane O'Leary, if you can hold him there. Kilbrittain win the ball. Oh, it's gone out. Randal's ball. David White, the linesman on this side, put the flag up for a Randal's ball. Looks like Owen O'Sullivan is going to take the line ball. Remember, Randalls have 14 players. And they're hanging on. And poor cut. Back out again, now it's Kilbrittain ball. Emma lines runs across. Kilbrittain with the extra man, but it doesn't look like it at times. They seem small but disorganised. Patrick O'Mahony is lining up for the line ball. Should be good now to keep it in play. As the shadows are cast long here on Ahiohll. It's a fine cut. Is it going all the ways? Did he blow for a free out? A square infringement, I think. A free out. It was a lovely ball by Patrick O'Mahony. It was a pity it was a free out. Randall's clinging on to their lead, 2-9 to 13 points, 2 points in it. Patrick Lynch now with the puck out, or the free out. Down into midfield, Sam Joey looks at one of each, Sam Joey looks to be under it. One Byrne. One O'Donovan hits it in to where he was himself in the first half. Aaron Holland deals with it well. Has a look and a good ball out. Kilbrittain have space around their players. Good ball. Ryan number, the poor pass. He gets the free there. He gets the free. Emma lines the ball in his hand. He gives it to Patrick O'Mahony for the free. Ryan number won a good free there. While Patrick is lining up the free, we'll just mention our sponsors again. Aidan O'Connell, Liam Ryan, H&H Premier Construction, Sentinel Security, Jimmy O'Sullivan Engineering, Jim Hurley, Dennis, Con Healy and John Hickey. And a big hello to Dan Connell. He's still watching till the end. The captain in 1995, 25 years ago. When Kilbrittain won the intermediate for the first time. And again they're in the semi-final of the County now again tomorrow. That was a bad wide by Patrick just when Kilbrittain needed a score. Time is only out now. Long puck out. Patrick O'Mahony blocked down, still in play. The ball is still in play. Shadna Crowley. The linesman is there. Kilbrittain ball. Kilbrittain want to settle down now. The line ball's gone in low. I don't know how many people expecting it. Keane area has it. Now the pass is out. The Randalls clear their lines. One Byrne sends it in again. Oh, there's no one there. Where's the Kilbrittain next to man? No sign of him. Owen O'Donovan keeps it in play. Owen O'Donovan's had a right fine battle with Darragh Considine all day, but Owen O'Donovan of course has moved out since Randalls have been reduced to 14. Sean Crowley sent to Patrick O'Mahony, sent in the high ball. It's still there, Kieran Murphy. It's wide ball. Out for a wide ball. Kilbrittain need a score. I think we're into injury time. A goal winner for Kilbrittain. Randal's hanging on. They're taking their time with the puck out. Hitting fast ones all day. Patrick Lynch with the puck out. The referee's looking at his watch. There's definitely a couple of more minutes. Sean Crowley, the sun goes in their eyes. Orno Donovan gets through the challenge. He's bearing down on goal. Takes a cut inside. Hits the ball wide. That was a wide ball from here. That was a wide ball from this angle. That was a wide ball from this angle. The umpires waved it wide. A wide ball, and David White, in fairness, the linesman on this side, raised a wide ball. The Kilbrittain, or the score still reads Kilbrittain 13 points, Randal's 2-9. Kick puck out, James O'Donovan. Kilbrittain need a goal to salvage this game. Kieran Murphy controls it well, takes it on. Kieran, of course, still a minor. Oh, he's swallowed up by Randal's players. Randal's have an extra man back there. They've battened down the hatches. Eamon Lyons, the captain, takes it on. Will he take too much out of it? The pass inside. Keane O'Leary. Oh, they're not making any noise. Eamon Lyons hits it in again. Oh, the bar, down to a point.
Come on, give it one more effort.
14 points to 2-9. Time is running out. Kilbrittain just had to bring it back to a point. Another point will level the game. Is there extra time? Who knows? The puck out by Patrick Lynch. Back over again, surely by Patrick O'Mahony. Oh, just wide. That would have been some score from the puck out. Time is almost there. Patrick Lynch, and he blows it up. The referee blows it up. The last chance by Patrick O'Mahony was the last chance that Kilbrittain had to level the game. Referee has blown it up. Final score here at Ahiohll. Randal 2 goals and 9 points. Kilbrittain 14 points. Randal, who hadn't scored since the 7th minute of the second half, held out with 14 men, as often 14 men do, to win this RCM Term Academy sponsored Junior B Hurling Championship in sunny Ahiohll. They haven't won it since 2017, but of course this is Randal's first team. Kilbrittain's second string, regraded 2 years ago from Junior A. This is the second final in a row, beaten by a big score last year against Bantry, and beaten here today by a point. Agonisingly in the dying moments. The 2 goals just before half time probably did all the damage. Kilbrittain needed a goal to win the game, and a goal didn't look like coming. So the presentation will be made on the field to the Randal captain. While they're setting up the presentation, a final word to our sponsors of the live streaming for today and tomorrow, 4 o'clock in Parky Ring. I imagine the live streaming will be from about 3:45. Aidan O'Connell, Liam Ryan, H&H Premier Construction, Sentinel Security, Jimmy O'Sullivan Engineering, Jim Hurley, Dennis, Con Healy and John Hickey. So JJ McCarthy of RCM Term Academy will make in the presence of Donny McCarthy and Tom Lyons of the Westcott Board. Mr. Joe Coley is a former chairman of the Westcott Board. And with COVID restrictions and social no supporters allowed into the field, which is very disappointing from the winner's perspective. But of course it'll be interesting to see what kind of celebrations will be in Ballincarriga this evening. A quick word to the ground staff and a few of the people looking after the pitch here in Ahiohll. The pitch is in immaculate condition. I'll probably miss somebody, but people I could recognise anyway. You have JJ McCarthy, Mihal DeLay, Michael Higgins, Pat Kehan, Jimmy O'Sullivan. I'm probably missing a good few, but there are guys I spotted around the place. They have the pitch in immaculate condition and sets up for a great West Cork Junior A final tomorrow at 3:30 here in Ahiohll.
Sorry, no. I don't know what you're saying. I'm not listening. But just in case you're saying it. I'm probably pissed.
Apologies again for the slight biasness. Randal didn't provide a co-commentator and I didn't have enough research done on the Randal side. So we're leaving out the presentation and we'll say goodbye from Ahiohll.
Son aboard the Eshkert, Buadam Urdus, Cogarda Sienov, Neshanda in Asokton Cleha on the sport tool, Agasana Braver, a going in you. Buadam Cogarda Sienov, Winter Randals, Bua Untok, Arfad, Via Grave, August Cogardas, August Cobron, the Winter Kilbrittain, and Darabli and Asakeda, Bekshiver Asherish, and Densha Queenland. But on behalf of the Southwest Board, it gives me great pleasure to congratulate Randal today on their fantastic win, a marvellous game of hurling, a credit to both clubs, and you really held out under fierce pressure, and no wonder you did with a man like this in the back line. So I want to congratulate Randal's, but also commiserate with Kilbrittain, your second year in a row. But he'll be back next year, lads. You have the hurlers, and you have it also. He'll be back with us again next year. I want to thank everybody involved in today's game. It's not easy times to be playing matches, and I want to thank clubs that are putting the effort, secretaries, chairpersons, officers, mentors, and especially the players. Not easy on anybody, but you're keeping it going, and well done on what you're doing for the games in the division at this stage. Now, we're all delighted to see a good, decent Junior B hurling club up here winning the Junior B title in Carberry in this very special year. So congrats again, lads, to Randal. And our thanks to the referee and his band of officials. Not easy to get referees and so on at the moment, so our thanks to them. And I think you'll all agree that the pitch and the surrounds and the whole lot was in fantastic order today, thanks to Ahiohll, to St. Albert Plunkett for what they did to us today, and the Bula Boss, I think, for the host club. So
Just before we finish, I'd like to remember Jimmy O'Malley. We had a minute silence for him today. Jimmy was one of the greatest characters that West Cork GA has ever produced, and he was with us a long time. We'll all be sad for his passing. Marvellous GA man. So good to meet him, good Jimmy. That's often Quilibra every year two every day for the GA. Now finally, the one condition now, lads, that we'll give you the cup is that you don't burn down the castle tonight. So I can't handle it, they're the rules. So we get the stand-in captain, Shane Patterson was captain and a fine captain. Unfortunately, Shane, red card, we can't present the cup to you, they're the rules. But there's a good substitute. All right, Shane will be back again. John Collins will accept the cup on behalf of Randal. And before he says anything, could I thank our sponsor here today as well? He has stayed with us, JJ McCarthy, RCM Tarmac, for staying with us this year when he could have been out like other sponsors do. So JJ, thank you for what you've done for the West Cork GA. Right. Lads, I'm not captain of this team, so I didn't make out anything. I don't think Shane did either. But okay. Look, I hope Kilbrittain don't begrudge us, lads, because it means so fucking much to me. It's unbelievable, lads. And to talk out with these bunch of players, I've talked out a lot of bunch of players. To talk out this bunch is extra special. So, look, we're just over the moon, and fair play to you, lads. You're just mighty bits of stuff. The Kilbrittain, look, it was a good hard game, a good clean game. Got maybe a bit of needle there near the end, but all championship games are going to have that, and there'll be no hard feelings. I'd like to wish you best of luck tomorrow. I think you're playing intermediate tomorrow, so best of luck there, lads. I want to say a whole pile more. Thank JJ here from RCM. JJ is very good to me, both professionally and today, obviously, giving me this. So it's greatly appreciated. Obviously, Ahiohll for giving us the pitch. Now the three main boys I bought are Frank O'Donnell, Colin McSweeney, and Jor. It isn't easy for a dual club, lads. We're living on scraps, both hurling and football. They're trying to get us together whenever they can. Like, we had football last weekend, we had hurling this weekend. It's hard, lads, but they do the best they can with us, and they paid off today. So fair play, lads. Thanks very much. Right. Yeah, look, we leave it at that. Thanks very much. And away we go.
Mary, you just get all the pictures first, Mary. Ryan, go that way and take a couple of Wait for pictures now, guys. I'll go back.
How you getting on? Okay, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That concludes today's broadcast, and with a tiny bit of stuttering in the middle, but I think overall it was pretty good. So thank you so much, and we're back tomorrow with Castlemartyr versus Kilbrittain. Thank you. Take it easy.
I know.